Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Tight Five Podcast, live from our studio here at the Maybe It's Fate Co-op here in Louisville, Kentucky. I am your host, Mike Fields, and with me always, my good friend, Mr. Will McKenzie, and our producer, Mr. Seth Davis, who can be found at Frames per Seth.
Frames per Seth, correct.
Yeah, it's been the same one every time.
I know. I don't know why Dan fumbled the ball on that. This is a very exciting episode, gentlemen. This is our very first sponsored episode. We have got our very first sponsor. Yeah, hit a button. I was maybe the applause.
The applause might have been nice.
Yeah, that's fair. This episode is brought to you by attorney Greg Sims. Literally the best attorney in the world. You run afoul of the law, give Greg a call. It is the one. Attorney, he can be found at www.wardsims.com. That's Greg Sims, attorney at law. Give him a shot. It's wonderful. Look him up.
That's a real sponsor, too. I know we do a lot of fake sponsors.
That sounds fake. He's a real sponsor. He's a
great lawyer.
Look him up. He really is. He is a good man for civil rights. He is a good man for the people.
Yeah.
I'm sure the institutions around here are not a big fan of that name, but
yeah.
Look, just Google him up.
Honestly, yeah, if I needed this,
and he's a pretty great head of hair on him now. Holy shit.
And a good comic, too.
Very funny guy. I met him very early on when I started comedy, and he has still to this day one of the funniest jokes that involves a prop that's not prop comedy necessarily, but it will make me laugh. I've seen it probably a dozen times. I will laugh as hard at that joke every fucking time.
He just was at the Caravan. He took off doing comedy for a while because he's a lawyer, obviously. Yeah. And he came up and he did a set, and he hadn't done comedy in forever, and killed.
Well, dude, people like that get up in front of people under those kind of circumstances, he does not give a shit about 30 strangers at an open mic.
I think that's what it is. I think that he has a lot of confidence in himself, which in comedy is gold.
And for you comics out there, he is a very, very good DUI attorney, I'm told. I mean, that's how he's listed in my phone number, in my book. In case of DUI call.
Yeah. No, honestly.
But anyway, that's attorney Greg Sims, www.wardsims.com. If you do need a lawyer, I don't know what that one meant.
That was.
I don't know. He does not steal children. That's not that lawyer.
He does not.
He would fight against that.
You know what? That's the sound of the opposing lawyer.
Oh yeah, oh my God, you got Ward Sims? They see there's
Greg Simmons and
there you go.
See, I saved it. I saved the show, baby.
Well, that was pretty good for an ad read, guys. We did it. All right, let's just wrap this episode up. It's just fucking 40 more minutes just sitting around.
You can continue to talk about how you want to fuck Greg in his head.
Yeah. I didn't say fuck. I just said maybe look at it in the shower. But it is good seeing him back out, and it's very sweet that he's decided to sponsor the podcast. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Lots going on in the world, boys. Iran. I don't know how they're doing on the war front, but they are kicking the shit out of us in the meme department. I don't know if you've kept up.
They do
with
memes?
The diss tracks. Holy shit. Like, we had a diss track, and it was like using old Wii clips, and it was like, the do-do-do-do, hole in one. And it would show, like, the warship we suckered into the Gulf or whatever and blew up. And then theirs is an entire Lego movie that's been serialistic. Like it goes in, it's amazing. And we look like a bunch of punk bitches. Thanks, Pete.
Would you,
Draft age is 42, brother. How young is you again?
I am 33.
Ooh, you're going to war, Seth. You better fight.
Yeah, it's getting a little scary out here.
Yeah.
I gotta admit.
You're going to be a conscientious objector, or you're going to get that rifle? You're going to be Johnny get his gun.
I mean, I'm going to be a fragger before I'm anything else.
Whoa,
sorry, excuse me. What?
We got to get one of those buttons. That's something. That is a slur.
That was not a slur.
Which one is it? The moment's passed. That
wasn't bad.
Do that again. Do the whole thing again. So
Seth, say how you'll turn your back on America.
I'm going to be a fragger with an F.
Well, okay, seriously.
Whoa.
Okay, so
they can get married.
Does that mean you're going to you would go after your superior officer? Yeah,
I would murder suicide, buddy. If that's the case,
okay,
if I'm going to die out there, I'm not dying alone.
Putting that on the record might just keep you out of the war. Good job. Yeah.
Woo!
They're waiving, so they raised the age 42 for maximum enlistment, And now a marijuana charge is no longer a disqualifier.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's just so they can get the black people.
Is that what it is?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
because black people are usually, or people of color are put in
You
jail
can
more
call him black.
often.
I think he knows he's
for.
black.
I know, but I'm trying to be.
You know what
inclusive.
color you were?
What? Yeah. You call me. You call
People
me
of color
you
are
calling me a
more
fragger?
often.
You call me a fragger? Is that what it is?
People of color are more often jailed for weed substance
Oh yeah, that's true.
cases.
Yeah.
And now they're making it to where that isn't a reason to not to get out of the draft. So they're just trying to put people of color in the draft.
I don't know about all that. What is that?
That's you, buddy.
I'm sorry. That must have been butt dialed in.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. But
Are you ready to go to war?
I'll get over there. I don't give a fuck.
You're not afraid?
You see these bad boys?
Oh, man. Does Iran want to fuck with that?
Do they want?
You're
some
the
of this?
real Iron Sheik.
Yeah. If they want trouble, I can offer
You go
them a
over
wide selection.
fucking
You know what I
dropping
mean,
black
Seth?
dynamite on them. We'll just wrap that war up in
Yeah.
a weekend.
Yeah.
You and Seth.
It's
go
just
together.
Will. If we send Will, the war will be
You
over.
Man, could you imagine you two in a foxhole together, just holding each other, like explosions and drones
Me and
coming
Seth
at you?
would fuck them up.
Oh,
I'd
you'd
be
fuck.
honored.
You'd
I'd
fuck
be
them up.
honored to cuddle Will
Thank
in
you.
a foxhole.
Would you hold him in that last moment as you saw the drone? Like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, this is it, boys.
Absolutely. I'd be like, it was an honor to do podcast and war.
Would
with
you try
buddy.
to frag him or whatever you like to do? Or whatever?
I would look him dead in the eyes and be like, you heard what I said on record, right?
Yes. And
And
then
then,
we
he'd
would-
be like, yes.
and
And,
then
I'd be
we'd
like,
plug in
so
our
go that
podcast.
way or follow me.
That last podcast would be fire from the foxhole, Type 5 from the foxhole, and it would just be me and Seth holding each other and crying.
Crying. The sound of a drone getting closer and
Yeah.
closer and closer.
And then after the drone hit us and we died, the Iran person would be like,
Got him!
and we
Yep.
died.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, and
It
Mike.
sounds like they're so like I remember in the 2000s when everything was getting techno like savvy. So everything was unmanned drones, and so they needed less people. So they wanted just smart soldiers. So they got real picky about who they were letting in for most applications. And now that they're broadening the enlistment stuff, it tells me that they're expecting a meat grinder, man. I hope that we can find an off ramp soon. We need to get off this one. We got suckered into it because of our outside influences. There was no one in the right mind would take on that country because of its ability to fight back. And right now they are just whooping ass and finding time to make fire ass memes.
Well, somebody made a.
They had a dude that did do you remember the Hispanic guy that got famous going to the Fleetwood Mac song Dreams as he was just like skateboarding down Ventura Boulevard, whatever, drinking juice? They did that with their fucking missiles firing off in the background, man.
So there's actually a person in Iran making memes.
Dude, there's a team skilled making these fucking Lego movies that are just cinematic like you wouldn't believe.
Are we winning? Can somebody look that up? Are we winning?
According
We are
to Donald
always
Trump.
pilgrimaging. So yes.
We're always
and
what? Why do you
we're-
keep saying weird words?
Pilgrimaging.
Would you wear that nose ring to war?
Would I wear? Yes.
What if somebody pulled it like a grenade and threw your fucking brains out?
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die myself.
Got him!
Slander.
I'm so glad we got this fucking thing. I gotta. Where's the? That's it. Every time that
I'm gonna
is
make
funny.
one side Mike sounds and one side
That's
Will
exactly
sounds.
what we
That's a
do.
good one. Yeah.
Now you think of that.
Yeah.
God damn it! What do you do in your off time except not
Do you-
think about
how
it?
often do you-
Set up your soundboards.
Well, there's that. That's true. That free soundboard. No, wait a minute. That's not how you find soundboards.
No, you don't. You don't
sucker-
find them for
you
free.
sucker Will
No.
into do it.
Yeah, you don't
You wanna
find
hear
free
something funny?
soundboards. They don't just
Something funny. I was leaving so I don't know if you know, but at my house, I call you Will McKenzie, your full name. Sometimes William McKenzie. It drives my kids nuts because they're like, "How many Wills do you know?" And I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
you know, Will, and maybe 2 Wills, maybe a handful." But today, he, for whatever reason, I said it, and he goes, "God, you only know the one Black Will."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, that sounds like a show on the CW." Like One Black Will, I'd watch that. Like you're just in a real small town in Indiana, like, it's the One Black Will.
we should do that. We should do a
Does
show.
that not sound like it'd be a fucking great show?
Just come to like fucking Corden, and then we can just make it a real life TV
like it'd
show.
be a Dawson Creek meets a black guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can be Jen from out of town.
I don't like when people call me William. I don't like that.
You're like Will I Am.
Well, here's the thing.
Because you were there first, but that guy from the
No, he's like
Black
he's
Eyed
old
Peas
as
stole
shit.
it.
He's like your age.
God.
Got him.
You're a real
Wow,
piece.
I'll walk him
You're
in
wearing Von Dutch. I'd
Yeah.
be real easy.
It's called fashion sweaty. Fucking take some notes. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. You might cut
Tell you
yourself.
what, this
I'm sharp,
podcast is
baby.
brought to you by Clonazepam and the new mic. Thank you, therapy.
How old do you think Will I am?
Guess my
52.
guess would be
52.
55. 51. Ooh, are you friends? Is it the black thing?
It's a
Did
black
you-
Will
did you-
thing.
Black
The two black Wills.
That was
The
racist.
two black Wills in Corning, Indiana.
According to my son, there's just the one black Will.
Just one.
It's just the one. You're it.
So here's the thing. My parents, they think it's weird that people call me Will because they're from a generation. If your name was William, you would go by Bill or you would go by William.
Or Dick.
Nope, that's Richard.
It's Richard.
I'm not,
Or,
I'm
or a
just
person who
messing.
just okay.
Fair enough.
I didn't know we were doing classics. Just thought we were.
But
what I call you. when you're
but
doing
yeah, but like people, everybody I know, like I grew up in the stuff. Everybody calls me Will. But my parents are like they're the only people that I like that I care if they
Yeah,
call me
I know
William.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Like I like Michael. I prefer Michael. I like the name Michael.
I call you Mike when I'm mad at you.
Oh,
A
I only
lot.
call you Mike. Do you want me to call you Michael?
It doesn't matter because the thing is that it always the familiarity gets to Mike very
Yeah,
quickly.
it doesn't matter.
Mikey, on the other hand, there are two people in the world that can call me Mikey. One of them's dead, and one of them is my old paramedic partner, Chris Bailey, and that's it. That is my
So
wife does not.
I can't call you Mikey.
You could probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've probably earned that right at this point.
No, I don't call you Mike. I call you Mike.
Mikey's a familiar. Like I call Chris Chrissy, like my boy. I call him Chrissy, but I don't think he likes that.
Do you have any other nicknames?
For you,
Can't
say them
I was
online.
gonna, yeah. Okay.
that's from my other podcast, The Hard R. With Mike Fields. It's called In the Shower with Mike Fields.
Start
Or used to be Driving with Mike Fields.
driving with Mike.
But not anymore, man. I've been seeing a therapist. That shit's been kind of cool.
Yeah, you've been talking
I
about
found
that.
a way to blame everybody else for how fucked up I am. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of it's fucking Seth, evidently.
Yeah. How much do you talk about Seth in your therapy?
Oh my God. And all she kept saying is, why is he never on the fucking pod? Like, you can't see him. I was like, he doesn't exist.
A lot of
He's
people.
AI.
Somebody else did ask me. I swear to God, they asked me what
Say I
Seth looks
said.
like. You know, I think we should never show him.
The longer we go, the funnier it is.
Yeah.
Eventually, I sent a picture to somebody who kept bothering me about it, and I sent a picture, and they were like, nah. Like, I was fucking with him. I was like, okay, if you don't believe me, then we got to get him on. And everything we've tried so many times. You've been on
I'm
one.
going to get there. I've been on one.
Yeah, but to say people have seen you on one.
We get to
Look it up in the
5,000
icons.
subscribers. We'll show you Seth.
How many things we got to do? I got to fight a blind guy, eat a hot pepper while I fight a blind guy.
Yeah.
And what do you do to help out? Buy a soundboard? Well, you got that. Got that money.
That's how much it costs.
Actually, Greg Sims bought that soundboard.
Oh,
Ching. Thank you, Greg.
thank you, Greg.
Put his name back. www.
Damn it, I thought that was
Sims. I don't know why they're laughing. Will's got to read the label on the button.
That's what we need, labels in the button. Seth, what do you do
They're
when we're
labeled.
not here?
They
They
literally
are
are
labeled.
labeled.
Oh.
If you'd get here for the meetings on time, you do nothing to dispel black stereotypes. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, you got to
You were
keep them
late
alive.
as a motherfucker.
I don't
bro.
want to change culture. Is that what you want to do?
Who am I?
Yeah,
That's
you think you
privilege,
can just
isn't
come?
it?
Yeah, you think you just
Oh,
come?
time? You think time's means
Well, you know what? This
Time's
is.
not linear. Okay.
I'm sharp today. Seth.
I got a bone to pick with you, actually. But
you got a.
on this podcast, I
Let's
was
do
laughing
it.
at your joke that you were riling me up about the airlines. You stole that from the fucking crowd work you did.
What?
Where I was talking about airlines and you were like, you like bougie airlines, and then you sent me a video of you dogging on someone in the crowd because they like
Here's
bougie
how
airlines.
Oh, yeah. Well, see,
That was funny
It
as
was
hell.
my crowd work thing.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, man.
It
I-
might- works, though.
started here.
it's fun. No, he did the video first.
Yeah, I did the video first. It was the one. But you know, I don't.
This just
That
became
crowd work-
painfully obvious.
that
Come on.
crowd work
This is
was
painfully
good.
obvious.
It was a great reel.
You do
I
need
thought it was
to
great,
come
though.
see comedy. That way, you're not surprised by that kind of stuff. Sometimes,
I forget.
not even just that. It's
but
just
sometimes it does go
you're-
into
you're
it.
throwing your
No, it was fine. It was just funny because I was like, damn, he really got me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was just a realization that as your producer,
it.
I need to see you guys live more because you fucking
Oh,
got
that's
me.
the wrong page. I need to listen to my own advice.
Seth, we're good live.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's what I meant, Phil.
No, yeah, you're funny. I'll
yeah.
admit. The reels
Did
are
you
funny.
watch? You watched?
I watched
the
I had to edit and
no
make
shit.
your reels.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need to watch what I made you.
Okay.
I did the whole thing.
I
Yeah.
just did a whole weekend in Lexington. Didn't see you there at all. We're
Lexington?
Yeah.
That's
the other
with
other
these
city.
gas prices.
Yeah, that's true. That's what a lot of the crowds.
I'm going to
say.
Nashville.
Right.
I'm going to Nashville in April and in May.
Next time you guys have an open mic here,
What do you
invite
got
me
going
over.
in Nashville? Good for you.
I'm at Zany's.
You gonna do the labs?
I'm doing the lab.
Good for you.
I'm doing the Dark and Dirty show in May, and then in April I'm doing a showcase, the Best of Nashville showcase or something like
We
that.
need to make sure our Pennsylvania run is solidified.
And then we got the Pennsylvania run,
Erie and Pittsburgh are very
and then
far away.
Austin. I'm
Well, we need to do Houston, Austin. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that's something that we don't.
yeah.
I don't think the listeners give a fuck about what we're trying to do.
So you
No,
know,
here's our
somebody
three.
did ask me. They said I would like for you guys to do a video of the life of a comedian, like the day
Like,
of
what's
a
the
show,
Yeah. Okay.
and I think we should do
Do
that.
one in Louisville, and we'll do that.
Louisville.
Yeah,
We should try to do it when we're on the road next time. That'd be fun.
I like how Seth
Just
said
take
do it
a
in
camera.
Louisville. You just said no. Let's do.
No,
do
I mean
something
that'd be
completely
cool if
different.
we could just next
Do it on
time.
the road.
We,
Yeah, the
next
road
time
would be
we
better
don't
because
get to do more.
I have a regimen on the road
I do
that's
too.
different than if I'm in Louisville.
Like
Like, like if you're on the road, what is your like? Okay, so you got a Friday
depends on
show.
who I'm with. If I'm with you, somebody that likes to go explore a city,
Yeah.
and we got we'd like to get up around 11, go get our coffee,
Yeah.
and then figure the rest of the day out. If
Yeah.
I'm with people I'm not familiar with, it's kind of the
Different.
same. By 11 o'clock, I need to have a cup of coffee.
So
Yeah.
has Mike has Will kind of set the standard for you on the
No,
road now?
no. It's just
Yes,
if you're.
I'm the gold standard.
What the greatest part about being on the road and being by yourself or being with your buddy is you're on your own fucking timeline.
Yeah.
Your day doesn't start till 7 o'clock, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. So like on the Friday, like so if I do a show Friday, it's a little bit less because you're getting in that day, and so you have a show, so that's different. But like the Saturday, if I'm by myself, especially, I like to get up and get coffee, and then write a little bit, and then I always try to either do a massage or a pedicure, mani pedicure.
You're a fucking liar.
I swear to God. In Fort Wayne, I have a spot.
Fuck yeah, for self care.
wild.
Lexington, I have a spot right next to that Kroger. There's a spot that I go to.
That must look like
It's
an
on
asshole.
the screen.
It's so tiny. Holy shit, I can't read that shit. It might as well be in Braille.
So yeah.
Well, how
so
you been? You done anything fun?
I was in Vegas. I did some
How was-
shows in Vegas.
Tell me about it, baby boy.
I went to Vegas on a work trip,
Okay.
and hotel was the nicest hotel I've.
Where we at?
It was called the Vidara, which
Not
is
heard
right
of
next
that.
to the Aria. It's right next to the Aria in Vegas. I swear to God, the nicest hotel by far.
Nice.
Like, what's the nicest hotel?
I've been in a couple Hiltons in big cities that are nice.
This motherfucker. It was for one person.
Back when
it
Hiltons
had
meant something.
2 bathrooms, a jacuzzi, a living room, a kitchen.
How many of you were in that?
One.
Suite? That was That was your
One.
suite.
Yes. I'm gonna show you after the podcast. The nicest hotel.
Did you-
like, it was so nice. I didn't even like being in there. I was
Did
like, I
you
feel-
meet any nice Christian ladies down there that come up and read the Gideon's Bible with you?
Yeah, we went through Corinthians first.
Oh, that's such a
And
lovely
we got
chapter.
really into it, and then
Dude, Bibling up in a jacuzzi with a lady.
yeah, and
Cozy and
then
that would have.
she
Thank
tried.
you,
She
Gideons,
tried to
for
be
putting that
pure, and I
Bible in
was
the
like,
hotel.
and we went to Ezekiel.
When I worked
and
at the jail, do you want to know what the prisoners use as rolling papers?
Bible,
Yes, sir.
that seems
Very
good.
similar texture and burn, I guess. Dude, one time, the first time I ever caught a cigarette when I worked as a CEO, it was the 10 Commandments. That was very, it was one of the commandments was visible.
well. That'd be pretty funny when they're burning in hell, as they're burning their little Bible blunts.
Bible blunts.
But
Yeah,
no,
that's
but
If
Vegas.
you're in jail rolling Bible blunts, I think you got bigger fish
Yeah, I
to
think I'll
fry
figure it
Well,
before then.
yeah,
I think that's going to be
you're only
pretty
in
low
that
on the
jail for a
list.
few years, but hell is for eternity. So I would remind those inmates about that. And that's not something we joke about on the Type 5
Hey,
podcast.
we don't kink shame. and we don't talk about the Catholics.
Exactly.
Black Catholics.
Black Catholics.
Sounds like a biker gang.
The Catholic Church, is shutting down a few. The Archdiocese of Louisville is shutting down a few churches.
Shut down a few franchises. That's terrible. So's Wendy's. That's crazy. And what a downturn in the economy. AI replacing priests. Can you imagine those poor robots molesting those kids? We're gonna how fucking cold and mechanical that'll be. It'll just be so.
Yeah,
it'll be a soulless, emotionless experience.
That's
for
what
everybody.
I miss the days when you were
Why
molested
are you
by.
laughing about molesting jokes, you asshole?
I miss the day when you were molested by somebody that you knew. You know me.
Put the work in.
American-born
Nobody,
molestation.
a robot's not going to buy you a present and put the work in.
And tell you that
I am here to molest you. Lay down. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This hurts me too.
Man, I can't wait till we lose our first sponsor. It'll be soon.
Oh, my God, he did his due diligence.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he was like,
You guys don't listen.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
listen
people will tell me about shit I said on the
Yeah, I
podcast.
get
They'll be
more
like, I'm like,
feedback
man, I don't even remember.
I got a
just
couple
be saying
moles
shit.
out there
You
that
got-
feed me good info.
People will they'll message me and be like,
Did you see Drewski's Erica Kirk thing?
I did,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
He's good. He's
Dude.
really good.
Some of his shit, it's kind of dumb, but that shit had me.
Well, when you put out so much,
howling. You gotta be volume.
some of it's not gonna hit. It's just
It's
like
a lot of pitches
anything.
you're swinging it. Yeah,
So
that one though is a grand fucking.
but
swing.
Drewski, he's one of my favorite.
Dude, she put out a
influences.
statement that she was like, one of my kids thought it was confused. And I was like, if your kid is confused when a grown black man is cosplaying a white preacher's wife, you need to spend more time with your children. Like that, don't put that on Drewski.
Only blackface that was
Maybe get off your tour.
the only
Dude,
blackface
right?
that black people found acceptable was Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
But that was because it was
Funny.
a parody, but it was funny because it was
making
saying
fun
it was
of
making
that.
fun of how it was
Method
wrong.
acting.
Yes.
it was
You know what
making
I
fun
mean?
of
Like
that.
it was saying like this isn't appropriate,
It was
so
funny.
that's what's
It was
funny
funny.
about it. You know what I mean?
But I wonder if, because I'm told he is a very method guy. I wonder if he stayed in that.
Who Robert Downey?
Yeah, I want to say
Is he
I've
a
heard.
method guy?
Yeah, I want.
Really?
I've heard that. I wonder if he stayed like, my man, come over here, my man. That's my black guy.
My favorite is that.
For those guys at home, that was not a third or fourth black
Like-
person. That was just.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I've eaten out of a van downtown Louisville at 4 a.m. I can get by.
Oh yeah, that's.
I know enough to get by.
We talked about no,
Holy shit.
but I did a show in Vegas at a weed dispensary.
How'd that go? I've had mixed weed.
Sick as hell.
experiences.
Yeah, it
Well,
was crazy.
sometimes you're too high to laugh. It's
So what
not
happened
always
was-
the best. The green room in Austin,
So-
they laughed their balls off.
Yeah, that was a good room. So this
Great
dispensary, he was like, "Hey, this is notoriously a hard room because everybody's high. So like the laughter's delayed, and people are just high as fuck because they're doing everything: rolling papers, edibles,
Everything's
drinks,
just
teas.
fast.
They're doing everything
Same
in
way
there.
that in Austin, man.
Yeah, and they're
Once,
smoking in there.
once,
And I don't
once.
smoke. I don't smoke at all.
Neither do I.
And
I go to church.
yeah, because I'm trying to go to heaven.
This is the Tight Five Going to Heaven
Yeah.
podcast.
And we joke about a lot of things,
Not kink shaming
but one thing we don't joke about.
and black Catholics. Black Catholics.
That's not a word.
Nope. But black Catholics. Is
But it was he was like, man, this room is hard, but if you do good, he was like, it could help you a lot.
Did you
And
run into my buddy? Was DJ Sandu?
He
in
was
the
not
neighborhood?
there, no.
Oh, that sucks.
But it was about 100 people in this room, in this dispensary, and I did really good. Had a
Fuck
really
yeah,
good
of course
and,
you did good. You're very funny.
The booker really liked me, and he's
Invite
plugged in.
back.
Yeah, he was
Nice,
like, anytime you're in
congrats.
Vegas, let me know. And they run this dope show called
Well, it's called, of course.
Dope show.
The dope
Yeah.
show at the dope show, yeah.
fuck,
Sorry.
what was it
Dope
called?
show was dope, of course.
I can't remember the show's name, but it was at like 12:30 at night.
Oh wow.
And it was at the Southgate Casino, and it was 300 people, standing room only. Rich Voss headlined, and Trix, the comedian Trix, did a spot too. And I know it sounds silly, but if you've never seen Trix, he's so
I love Rich Voss.
yeah,
Rich
and Rich Voss
is an
killed it too.
undervalued comedian
Yeah,
in the
so
world right now.
it was a dope experience. I liked Vegas. I did some gambling.
So did you hang out with Rich at all?
Yeah, we talked about me and him had the same shoes on.
No, because he when
I
he
didn't know
came
that.
to Lexington, he brought 19 fucking pork pie hats and shoes to match. Like
Yeah.
it was wild.
We both had
He went and did an open mic with us after the Thursday show,
yeah.
and that dude's done comedy for
A long time.
Long time. He's been in recovery for almost as long as he's
You
done
could tell.
recovery.
You could tell he's been doing comedy.
He's a
for long
great dude. He still gets as nervous right before going up. And it was it was the old Irish sounding bar. Linus in Lexington. And dude, you would have thought he was getting ready to go up and do Madison Square Garden right before.
Yeah,
he
nervous.
and just. Well,
You know what's crazy?
acting and crazy, and then he went up there, and then it was
can't-
like
you cannot tell.
And then he's a pro. And it's like
He gets up on stage
amazing.
though, and I've never seen somebody more relaxed and like I don't give a
he
fuck.
sits on his.
And you're like,
that's-
this dude was nervous because he's sitting up there like I don't give a fuck if you laugh
What
or not.
goes
Like,
through your head that first, or not that first, that 30 minutes, 15 minutes before you go up? Are you pumped up, or are you a self doubter?
depends. It depends on the crowd. If it's like a club and it's like sold out or packed, I'm
You're hyped.
excited. Yeah,
Sure,
I'm
sure,
hyped.
sure.
Especially if I see that the host is doing really well,
Nice.
then I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, sure.
you know. But I don't get. I only get maybe a little bit nervous, maybe an hour before the show, and then right before.
It's not a bad feeling. I don't ever want to make it seem like it's a bad sensation, but I definitely very visceral. Like my belly gets like
Sensational.
You got short.
got to shorten the shit out.
I
of it.
thought
That's
you
a
liked the
9-minute
laugh,
clip.
I
guys.
do like
I'm
to laugh. I
sorry.
like to laugh. I like a little
All
bit
right,
of laugh.
well,
in this.
Just a
okay.
little bit of laugh.
So maybe
Guys,
laugh and then clip out that 9 minutes in the middle to the laugh and the sensational stuff. You'll
I need
feel
you to understand. You guys are giving me notes in podcast,
Yeah.
and then I'm hearing it, and then coming
Do
back.
we need to
to
hire
it
somebody
later.
to jot this down?
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
do I need a
Fuck
stenographer
both of
too?
you. Fuck both of you. I wish I had a camera so they could see me flip you out.
Hey, not on the
Yeah.
Sabbath.
No, but me and Rich Voss both had on cherry red 11s, and we talked about shoes for a while. And I was
Nice.
like, damn, I didn't know he was in the shoes.
I spent the weekend at Comedy Up Broadway featuring for Nick Griffin.
How was that?
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Little thin. March Madness kind of fucked us, but
Mhm.
still a good time. I love hanging out with Nick. Got to hang out with him after some shows. We go out and get a bite to eat. Very funny guy.
The
Ariel
BJ's?
Elias, huh?
Go to BJ's.
No. We ran through some McDonald's a couple times and ate some burgers and chilled.
I
But
don't know how much you like the steak and rib combo at 12 at night.
nine, yeah. 1 a.m. going to get Alfredo shrimp. But Ariel Elias stopped in last night in the Late Show, did a spot, which was cool. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've ever seen her. She's very, very funny. Great weekend, man. I sold some merch. Overtime was the MC. Always funny guy.
Yeah. Overtime's back at it.
In the back at it. He said he's very content with what's up, but if he gets called in, he'll do
If
it.
you have a
Fuck,
stage
I might
name,
do
you
that.
have to be funny.
But you best by God be funny.
Yeah.
Because it's not a prerequisite. They don't give it to you after you're funny. A lot of people just assign it.
Do white comedians have stage names?
Dude, I used to try to run a joke about that. And it's like, it's very rare. Larry the Cable Guy is a persona. So technically it's a stage name. But you never see it like, my name would be Stretch Marks with 3 X's. You know what I mean? Like,
Because here's the thing.
what
If
we
you're a
doing?
black comedian and you have a stage name, usually
Give
those
me boobs
comedians
with all Z's.
usually those comedians are like funny as fuck. Earthquake,
Earthquake, Bruce.
But see, stage names are. But if you're
Big Daddy Ice.
Belly Button,
Belly Button's a funny guy.
Belly Button is funny.
Not to say Big Daddy Ice wasn't.
Because Godfrey was making fun of Belly Button's name, and then Mike James was like, "Hey man," he was like, "I know it's a funny name, but Belly Button's funny. Belly Button's doing big shit too. He was just a move, so go look at Belly Button. He's from Nashville.
People are doing moves right now, man. Comedy is stabilizing. It looks a lot like the YouTubers and shit are fizzling out. People realize it's not a great live show.
Yeah,
But
yeah. If you sit on a stool,
you better be the funniest motherfucker.
you got to
on
be
that.
funny, and if you have a
on that
stage name,
show.
you better be funny.
I realized this. A couple times I tried to lean back on the wall, and I'm like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you got to be. Think about the people who sit on the
I'm like
stools.
an asshole.
Think about the people who sit on the stool. All of them, incredibly funny.
You ever watch somebody at an open mic do it when they've got 3
Yeah,
minutes?
you're not
like,
funny.
What the fuck are you doing?
I tell people,
That's-
if I see a new comic doing that, get the fuck up. You're not funny. Dave Chappelle sits on the stage. He's Dave Chappelle. Big J. Okerson sits. He's Big J. Okerson. You know what I mean? Bruce sits. He's 500
One time,
pounds.
I can
but
think
he's
of
also
one
really
show
fucking
I
funny.
did. Is at the Caravan. We had 12 people, 13 people right there. I sat for 25, 30 minutes.
You gotta
But it wasn't. It felt more appropriate for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But it, you know me, I'm animated. Like I flail my
Yeah.
fucking arms around. Like I move around. I do I call it the comedy sprinkler. I just do that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Do you
Give
make sure
people
to,
what they want?
what do you look at when you're up on stage?
I look right above their foreheads.
Do you?
So it looks like I'm looking at your eyes, but I'm looking right at your forehead because I get too nervous. And then like this past weekend, a bunch of people from work came.
Oh,
and then,
fuck no.
But they weren't where I could see them, thank God. And they definitely weren't laughing where I could hear them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks, fuckers. No, I'm just kidding. But my boss came. She's not my boss, but she's the provider in charge. And
Did she say anything about it?
Yeah, she said she had a wonderful time. She's such a sweet woman. Good time. And then a guy that saw me opening for Greg Fitzsimmons came back.
Damn.
And watched the Late Show Friday or Saturday. He was like, "You remember me?"
Isn't that dope when somebody's like, "Oh, I've seen you before."
I came back. He said, "I came back to see you when I saw
There
that
you
you were
go.
going to be here." I was like, "What the fuck? That's the greatest thing I've heard today."
Yeah,
Thank
glutton
you
for
so much.
punishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Well,
fucking
I
did.
just
I
took
want you to know,
that.
I had to cut that down to like 4 seconds.
Oh, man, see? But sensational is
Yeah.
9 minutes.
You guys did not comment on it last time.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
All right.
That's facts. So
Sensational.
I'm getting better at. I look at people in the crowd now.
I look at them.
I look at 'em.
I don't.
You know why? Because it forces them to make a decision what you're gonna do. You're gonna laugh or you're gonna stare at me back in the face and not laugh. Which people
Sure.
will do.
People will do.
And you gotta be like, you're like, damn, you got balls on you. 'Cause
That's why
if
I
somebody looks at me
prefer
and
to
like,
be. That's when you realize how important having a stage, an elevated stage is.
Yes.
You,
'Cause I'm better.
you
than you.
need. Well, you want to
Talking
have
down.
looking
I'm talking down to you.
They're more. It is so stone cold of people that don't laugh because a couple things like if the room's not dark enough and nobody wants to laugh at the dark or funny thing first, right? So
Right.
people get weird and they'll just when you can see people eye to eye in a lit room and no one's laughing. Oh my god!
But that's how you know mob mentality because people will not laugh if they feel like other people around them
We'll judge them.
will judge them for it. So you got to respect the people. There are people
It's
though
wild, isn't it?
that the whole crowd will be weird about it, and there'll be one person who will just be laughing because they don't give a fuck. Because
And God
if I
bless
find
that
it funny,
person,
then I'm
'cause
gonna
that
laugh.
can catch on.
Yeah,
It
Do you
does
think
catch on.
COVID like really hurt a lot of people's anxieties about like laughing and being more like, I guess, active in the show whenever you guys are performing?
I think the biggest thing that came out of COVID is crowd work, filming, and that ruined shit for a while because even this weekend, and neither of the comics, none of us are crowd work comics, and all of us had to deal with the front table for a little bit. And
Yeah.
and I'm getting better at it, and I want to get good at crowd work because it's fun sometimes, but don't participate.
yeah.
You-
I made it
unless the comic intentionally engages you in a conversation. If it's a rhetorical throw-out question,
yeah.
you don't have to shout out your answer.
It's weird. It's a weird balance
fun.
with crowd work because I want to say don't say anything until people say anything to you.
Sure.
But sometimes somebody will say something and
It's great.
it will turn the whole show. Like I've had a lot of shows
I mean, for the worse or for the better?
for the better.
Sure.
So like when I did that show in Morganfield at the next time I was headlining, a dude did something and it was unprecedented. Like he didn't have to do it. It was unnecessary.
Sure.
But that thing, I was able to reoccur that crowd work throughout the whole show. And it got my biggest pops. And so sometimes shit can help you. It's when you're consistently saying shit every time. You're trying to either guess the punchline or you're just or having a full conversation with the person next to you. That's when the shit gets super annoying.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? And if I engage with you, that's different. Like, and there's sometimes I'll just engage with somebody and I want you to have that back and forth with me. But I hate it when I'll say something, you're talking the whole time, and then I finally address you, and then now you don't want to talk.
Right. Dude, Greg
That's just
Fitzsimmons
annoying.
has the fix for that. And I don't know if you've ever seen Greg Fitzsimmons do crowd work, but he'll ask the question, and then he immediately sticks the microphone right in their face.
Yeah.
And then you want to see someone panic, that thought they were being hot shit, shouting out when they get, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, go ahead, say it. And then now, if you're going to do that, if you're going to engage the crowd work, one of the things that killed me about comics, if you're engaging somebody and you can hear them, that does not mean everyone else hears them.
Right.
You have to repeat back what they're saying.
That's true.
And one, that buys you time to think of something funnier to say. And it drives me nuts. But it doesn't.
I'm getting a lot,
Lee Cruz starting out, he said, man, if you're being funny enough, the crowd won't try to derail your show and feel like they have to get involved, which that's not true at all.
I disagree.
But it's a good, solid enough piece of advice say. But I think the greater point I took from that is focus on your material, but you definitely have to be prepared to do crowd work.
See, I've been making myself do crowd work.
I need to do more.
And I'm noticing myself getting a lot better at it. And like off the top, when I do and I've noticed a lot of comedians do this, off top, I won't even go into material anymore, especially if I'm headlining. I'll just start
But will you crowd work as a feature?
A little. It depends on who the headliner is. It depends on
because you run the risk of lighting that fire where they think
you're as a feature. I've always heard that you're not. I don't think you're not supposed.
I was told this: hosts can go out and engage about birthdays to get that goofy shit or
out the way.
Bachelorette parties. Get that shit out of the way and get them acknowledged so they feel like, hey, it is your night. Yeah, get it out of their fucking system early, and then that's it. And then because the middle spot is generally the easiest spot on the lineup because they're going to be hopefully either hot from the host having a good set or ready to hear some hot comedy because the host was doing it.
I think it's also
the middle spot's the easiest. So
the middle spot is the easiest. It's also the hardest to get. It's also the hardest, I think, to get out to the next. I think it's the hardest. It takes the longest to get from a feature to a true headliner.
Well, I've heard several comics say to be a good headliner, you first have to be a really great host.
That's true.
Because it teaches you cold. You got to become cold.
It depends on who It depends on who I'm. If I'm featuring, it depends on who's the headliner. So, like for Big J, he does a lot of crowd work. So I won't do any crowd work. I may do one line. That's it.
If I get forced into it, like last night, I had to shut that table down eventually. The host, overtime MC, and he's direct questions with people, and that just lit a little fire under them, and so they thought, oh, this is going to be like that.
Yeah,
and
then also you get these stock things that you kind of like you reuse from show to show. So now, like if somebody says something, I already have something that I know will work.
Sure.
Like to respond to them.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun. And I'll tell you, I've been in situations in these little one-offs when you're doing like these breweries, wineries, when you're in a well-lit room and there's 25 people there and it's just, you're trying your material and then it's like, and then you kind of make fun of the situation being a little, and then they get, okay, and then you're like, hey, and then it just becomes this different thing. And I've had that happen a few times.
There are a lot of times where like the crowd really wants crowd work.
Yeah.
And your jokes are just like not
they don't
landing.
Get shit.
They're not landing.
And even if the crowd work isn't landing, they're still.
I've had actually, you know what's crazy? Is recently I've had a lot of shows like that where material is like going like okay-ish. And
well,
then
that's your sweet spot. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's fair. And then
worth every
my crowd work. My crowd work has been like the my crowd work has been the best part of my set. And then I'm like, well, I'm just gonna start doing this then.
Sure.
And sometimes if the wave is good, you don't have to even be clever about your crowd work.
Right.
It can just be like shut the fuck up. It can get a big laugh.
Well, then, but listen, that double-edged sword sometimes.
You have to have the crowd. If somebody's annoying
you'll lose them, even if they're annoying everybody. And I used to be this person. I didn't have much in the arsenal, so I was just harsh.
Yeah, you can't be too
hard.
You can't
be harsh, and then because they immediately go, hey, even though they're being annoying assholes, and we were all turning on them.
Yeah,
you should be better about handling that. Like,
I did some crowd work on a blind dude.
So you got to flip it gently enough, but firmly enough that they understand they're not a part of the show.
Yeah.
Greg Fitzsimmons does a great job. He has great lines.
I was doing a blind dude at the Caravan.
You were doing a blonde dude. Good for you.
Blind. I was.
Oh, he was a blind guy.
he's
That's
blind.
how you landed. You couldn't
And
see.
I didn't even know he's blind. I'm doing my jokes and stuff, and I noticed a dude is looking. He has sunglasses on, and he's looking away from the stage. And I'm like, who's this dumbass with sunglasses indoors? It's nighttime. And then I thought to myself, he has to be blind. You know what I mean? And you can joke on people. People think it's like when you're joking on people in a wheelchair or something. As long as you get the person who you're joking on, and a lot of times people like that have a really good sense of humor. If they go to a comedy show and they're in a wheelchair, they know they expect you to fuck with them.
Well, I don't know about expect, but I think when it's done well and they go, thank you for not excluding me because you think I'm going to be a sensitive douche about whatever my abilities or disabilities are. I think but you got to do it carefully. You just, it can't be
mean spirited.
I can't stand it.
There's a laughing with them and a laughing at them.
Absolutely. That's correct. That's comedy.
I'll tell you what, Big
You just
J
nailed it.
Big J had a good
That's
one.
the final
Lane Glazer works at the comedy club. He's in a wheelchair and he's security. And Lane Glazer is a comedian, so he's very funny comedian. And
he is funny.
and he's security at the club and he's in a wheelchair. And I can't remember what Big J said, but
I could even.
it was something to the effect of they're pretty loose with the security around here or something like that. And he goes in and it was killing.
Fuck that.
And Lane is a comedian, so he was like laughing too, and it was just funny. Like he basically was making fun of
Lane's
security
wheelchair
company.
looks like it's a transformer.
Yeah.
I would just fucking
And
deck
so
him out in some
you can do it.
Iron
You can do
Man
it if you're tactful and you're good at it. You can do it.
Yeah, but you better be ready for Lane to fire back too, though, man. Lane's
Well, he's
funny.
off the stage.
Yeah.
He's off
Well, I mean,
stage.
you know what I mean, though. When you're fucking with Lane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
That's
don't think that he wants to go one-on-one with Big J. That's not
No,
somebody
never.
you'd want
Never.
to. But Big J does a really good. Big J's never mean spirited
Never.
to people. But
Even when he's talking about the grossest whatever, he does it so. But his audience has been cultivated carefully.
he has a good audience.
He's
man.
been doing comedy. 30 years.
something like that.
Can we look that up? How long's been Jay?
What's his full name?
Big J Okerson, Oakerson. He used to be. I remember catching him the first time I caught him. Long-haired, ponytail, BETJ.
Yeah.
But there's clips now of him not as pudgy, short hair, but have to have been before BET. Like it's that kind of old VHS kind of quality footage.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that time of booking when you had to have a VHS, enough of them to send out to different clubs?
Because
Just mailing?
he's known for doing like when he came up doing a lot of black rooms because he's from Philly.
Yeah.
So he talks about doing
him and Patrice were tight.
him and Kevin Hart.
And him and Kevin Hart were tight.
Were
He has a
really
lot
good
of
friends.
funny stories about when after Kevin got big. And
He was talking about how him and Kevin, they used, because they're both from Philly, they used to, this is before.
Ride the train up to New York.
They would go drive to New York from Philly.
Think about that.
And
him,
Kevin Hart was
Patrice,
just
and
a-
Kevin Hart in fucking same car.
Yeah. And they would just,
Shitting me.
And mind you, none of them were
big.
They were just,
They all made it.
they were, And he was like, he did not know that Kevin Hart would be to the extent that he is. I mean,
Sure.
Big J's doing great for himself, but Kevin Hart is like a mega star. You know what I mean? He's one of the biggest, if not the biggest name in comedy right now. So he's one of them for sure.
Who, Big J?
No, Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah, Kevin
Yeah,
Hart.
for sure.
Well, not stand-up now. I'd say he's more known for his acting.
Well, just comedian
his
in
last
general.
stand-up.
I'm
But
just
he's a
saying,
comedic.
I'm just saying
at the very
comedic.
least.
You said what?
His last, I don't know if his last one. The last one I saw was the one that he
In the
did
basement.
during COVID.
Yeah, that one was not great.
I don't know who the fuck I don't know who that was. That during the divorce? Did he need money?
I don't know. I don't
that
think he
made
needs
zero
money.
sense
For
him to have greenlit that himself.
I think
don't know
what
how
it
he
was.
edited that and was like, put it out on Netflix.
I think what it is that
Fuck, is it
he
bad?
was just a little far removed. But here's what I'll say
Yeah, you
about
lose
Kevin
that
Hart.
touch when you get that rich. You've got to learn to laugh at that stuff and bring
Yeah.
it to the people like Pryor.
But here's what I'll
blowing
say
himself up
about
on
about
drugs.
Kevin Hart is that there's a lot of newfound hate for him for some reason. I don't get it.
Because he's got that big. No one cannibalizes the success of people more than comics. We cannibalize them, our own people,
Yeah, but
Amy
but,
Schumer got big. They're like, get rid of that bitch.
but here's what I
Jane
from
Cook
what I
got
know.
big, get rid of that motherfucker.
But here's what I know about
That's
Kevin
wild.
Hart. From what I've known is one, he's a very generous person. A lot of comedians have talked about.
The only thing I've ever heard is he's ever like, I think he might have cheated on his old lady. He's like, oh, well, yeah.
No, like
Sucks, but
he's
okay.
known to be very generous, like giving a
Yeah,
lot
all
of
the
comics.
stuff.
Like he gave Monique money and then asked for it back and stuff like that. Like
That's nice.
he's known to give a lot of, and his friends that were not comedians, he built them into where they have their own writing guild and their own company. So even if Kevin Hart was blown off the face of the earth,
They still got
his
something
friends
to fall
would
back
still
on.
have a revenue, and he brings them with him. So now he's made them, money, and he's known to be really generous and a really good person.
That's awesome.
And his first specials, his
Amazing.
first 2 or 3 are.
Amazing.
They
Still get memed around.
Yeah,
like,
I think
Christ.
would argue that they're
Look
classic.
At it. Look at it. Come
I'd
on.
argue that they're classic. So, yeah,
The one when he's when he has Shaquille O'Neal and he does the impression, that might be my favorite one he does.
yeah,
That might be the
he's
best
got
special
some good, but the Kobe one wasn't great. But
I don't understand that one. As a comic, I don't. Outside of a money grab, I don't.
Well, think about it. Where is Kevin Hart going to really?
Where's
build
it going to
material?
work? I mean, dude, you look at Nate Bargatze's COVID special, and it's rough. So
I have to disagree. I think I have enjoyed every single one of Nate Bargatze's specials.
There you go.
the one
lot.
outside, I'm not the greatest fan
What
of.
else?
You hear helicopters and shit.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
it's rough.
Okay, that was not his best, but it was still funny. It was
But
still worth the watch.
His last two are the latest one when he's in the round is out fucking standing. I've watched it twice, and I
His
don't watch
first
that many
special
comedy
though
specials anymore.
is like insane.
What's
Like
Oh
it's
my-
that
So-
is like
so
an instant classic
So
in my opinion.
he has Nate Bargatze and some of my favorite comedy albums. He has Yelled At by a Clown and Full Time Magic. And if you're starting out in comedy, I recommend those albums so hard because they're just so well written. It's clean comedy, but it's so goddamn funny. That's not what you're focused on.
Okay, next podcast,
Yeah.
we're gonna do your top 5 specials.
Sure.
Comedy specials.
We've had a great time. We got to be getting close, don't we, Mr. Seth?
Yes, we are.
Well,
We are
guys,
there, guys.
Thank you so much again for joining us. We keep growing, and it's because of you guys. So we really do appreciate you listening. Please like, share, all that great stuff. Remember, go to our sponsor if you ever get in trouble with the law. I know it's a big, that'd be a big thing to happen to you, but it
happens.
We want to thank you, Attorney Greg Sims, www.wardsims.com for our sponsor, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you again.